I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my apple cheddar crostini. So what's really great about this recipe and why I love it is that it only uses 5 ingredients and you can get it done in about 20 minutes. So if you don't have all day to be in the kitchen, or if you're having a last minute get together, it's something that you can throw together for your guests, but it'll look and taste delicious. So your 5 ingredients are a baguette, shredded cheddar cheese, cream cheese, a couple tablespoons of butter, and some green apple. And the first thing you're going to do is get your baguettes ready by putting them in the oven to toast. So I got mine pre-sliced, and it's a multi-grain because I like it's a little bit denser and kind of nuttier. And if you don't want to buy yours pre-sliced, you can just cut them into about a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch thick slices. And we're just going to butter each one with a thin layer of butter, and then get them on our baking sheet. Now when you're buttering these, make sure not to use like margarine or olive oil. You really do want to use butter because you'll be able to taste the difference. Okay, so I've gotten most of these buttered. I think I can fit this one more on my tray. There we go. And then we're going to put this in our preheated 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes now, so we're going to go ahead and pull our bread out of the oven. You can see how it's gotten nice and brown around the edges. That's perfect. Alright, so we pulled our baguettes out of the oven. They're nice and toasty around the edge and all the way through. They look really great. And so while they were in the oven for those 10 minutes, I went ahead and chopped up one of my apples. And now we're going to go ahead and get our cheese ready. So you just want to take your 1 brick of cream cheese and about a cup of finely shredded cheddar cheese. You really want it finely shredded because it's easier to get mixed in and it'll melt up better. Now if you had time during those 10 minutes while you were cooking your bread to cut the apple and get started on your cheese, that's fine too. You can, more power to you, that's great. But when you take them out, you're still going to want to wait about 2 minutes before you start spreading the mixture onto them, because you don't want your cheese just to melt right away. Alright, so all this cheddar cheese, you're going to start thinking, how am I ever going to get it into this cream cheese? But you just got to keep working it, folding it over, breaking it up, and it'll all get mixed in there. Alright, so I got my cheese mixed in here now. You might feel a little burn in your arm, right, from working it so hard, but you get a nice little ball, and all the cheddar cheese is mixed all the way through. So since my little toasts have been out of the oven a little while, they're ready to go ahead and pile some of this on. Use, a good amount, maybe a tablespoon or a teaspoon, 1/2 tablespoon. You just want to be able to cover the entire toast all the way to the edges and have it piled on there. Alright, so you just want to keep spreading all of your toast with cream cheese until you have your whole tray filled up. Okay, so I finished now putting all the cheese on these, and I'm going to pop them in the broiler. Now I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes, but you really want to keep your eye on them because you don't want them to burn. Alright, I'm pulling these out of the oven now. It's been just under 2 minutes, that's why you really do want to keep an eye on them. Some of them are going to brown up a little faster. And then while they're still hot, we want to go ahead and put our apple on it. So when I sliced my apple, I just cut it into thin little wedges. And then I cut those wedges in half so that they would fit on my bread. And you do it while it's hot so you can kind of squish them in there. The cheese will melt up around them a little bit. And it'll hold them in place too. So when your guests go to bite into them, the apple won't fall off the top. So you can see those nice brown spots on your cheese. It got all bubbly and melted. And then you just squish that apple right in there like that. It's really nice because you got the combo of the warm cheese and the cold crisp apple. So you'll want to serve these to your guests pretty quick. So I'm just going ahead now and putting the last of my apple slices on here. And then I'm going to put them on this serving tray I have. And this, I just took a regular platter plate and an old candlestick, and I set it on top so that it was raised up a little bit. And it was pretty sturdy because it's a wide base. But if it's one that you're not going to use again, you can even glue it on there and make it a permanent little pedestal. And then I have a doily on my tray because you do like it to look nice for your guests, you know, even if it's just a small dinner party and you're just making simple little appetizers and snacks for people. It's still nice to have it look pretty for them. Don't these just look delicious? I have to try one now. It's really good with the creamy cheese and the crispy apple. I guarantee you that all your friends are going to like it as much as I do. You really got to give it a try. Remember, 5 ingredients, less than 20 minutes. Don't pass it up.